Hey guys, it's Raffinee
and Micaela,
and this is our first YouTube video. So today we are going to talk about two things. First is how to pronounce my name, and second is how we met. So you pronounce my name Raffinee.
Raffinee,
Daphne,
Rafe. I mean, she gets it all.
I get it all. But it's Raffinee. My mom actually pronounces it Raffinee with 3 syllables. I shorten it to 2. And it's actually a French name.
Yeah, it's a French name with an accent on
The first E.
Yeah, which you probably don't even know how to spell it, but
It's pronounced in French. Raffinee.
Raffinee.
I think.
I know what you're all thinking, and yes, it's very saucy and beautiful.
But we Americanized it to Raffinee.
Raffinee.
But I mostly just go by Raf. So
Yeah.
there you go. That was my name.
So now we'll go into how we met.
How we met. So we met in undergrad at college.
And I was a year ahead of Raffinee. I had already been there for a year. I had my circle of friends. I played soccer in undergrad, and enter Raffinee. She quickly became really close friends with my best friend because she was a lacrosse player. And so we were just kind of immediately, I think,
Acquaintances and like in the same friend circle.
yes, we would just routinely see each other at a party here, a party there. So Raffinee was just like super outgoing. So I remember we lived in kind of dorms, like kind of like pseudo apartment living. It's my sophomore year and her freshman year, and they were next to each other. I think this was the first time. I'm actually not 100% sure. You might have a different memory. The very
Outside of
first time.
Maples.
Okay, no, because that was way late.
Really?
Maples was when you were already a sophomore.
That's when I thought we first met.
No, we met when she was a freshman.
I'm learning something new.
So outside of the dorms, I remember you're like in a hoodie. Raffinee, for the record.
I was wearing a hoodie.
No, that was not gonna be it. For the record, Raffinee had blonde hair in college. Blonde hair.
I was
blonde
super
hair.
blonde.
So-
and super tan.
Super tan, super saucy. You're still tan. And I remember you were just super bright, super outgoing, kind of loud,
Accurate.
which I was a little bit too at the time. So it was like, all right,
Accurate.
she's cool, she's a little.
My
what
first
you?
memory is outside of, I guess it was my sophomore year.
What was your memory though?
It was like a block party situation.
That was not your first memory.
Yes, it was.
That the one that when you hit on me. So clearly college got the best of her.
Well, I guess I
Because-
should have met you before I
Yeah,
met
'cause you would have
but
been-
maybe not. Like sometimes you just see someone for the first time and you just like go for it. And
Okay.
That's probably what I did.
You really think that was the first time that we met?
Yeah.
You have to be kidding. All right, we're gonna call some of our friends
Well,
because they're gonna call her bluff right now because she hit on me.
Well, okay. Let's just like we first met at college. We can agree on that.
College was
The
great.
time
College was fun.
is TBD, but
That
there was a lot of
was-
flirting.
Well, yeah, but I think
I had a major crush on her. Like, I can own that more than she can own it for me. Like, I was crushing on her hard, like all throughout college, and I was just like, wow, like she's so beautiful. She's so funny. Like,
very funny.
I want to be around her all the time. And she was taken and doing her own thing, and that's okay, because I just like watched from the sideline. That sounds really creepy.
Yeah, because and also it was not watching from the sideline. So
Yeah, I was actively trying to participate.
But I will say there was definitely this underlying interest, like a kind of a mutual interest where we'd be really excited to see each other. We'd have so much fun, like for a night out with our friends. But we would never
karaoke.
then like connect the next, like the next day to be like, oh, let's hang out again for lunch. It was mostly just like, oh, we're all hanging out with our friends. I mean, the reason was because there was like this
There was like underlying
interest and interaction.
Yeah.
I was in kind of like an on and off relationship, and the timing was just like never quite right. And in my mind, because I knew that I might have an interest in her, I kind of was just like, okay, she needs to be like off limits because if we get too close, she was off limits. It was gonna be like we got too close. So it was always like keep her a little bit at a distance because I think that there was like this little underlying interest.
Of course, I had no idea that was the case. But I did flirt a lot, and I worked at our college bar, and I used that to my advantage. Not really.
I don't even know what she means.
But I would make sure that Micaela was always like the first serve.
I was spoiled. I didn't realize it at the time. There were 2 distinct instances. She very aggressively hit on me. Like I was kind of just. I've never in my life. It was just like
I'm a go-getter.
that's one way to describe that. Basically outside of like her strip of houses, they were having a block party, and I was there with a couple friends. She, her house was participating in this block party. She just, I don't know if we're gonna let this one slide through some edits, but she just straight up just like, hey, how's it going? And like I'm standing there with some friends, we're just totally casual. Like I think I had just arrived, and she just pops right up and is like, "Hey," tell the story. She's like, "Hey, so I'm interested in girls, and do you just you just want to
Do you want to go help me figure that out?
You did not say it like that. But she's like, "Do you just want to go kiss?" Like literally, we're in the middle of like a middle of the day. It's 3 p.m. and she's like, "So I'm interested in girls, and do you just want to go make out?" I was like,
What?
I mean, mind you, my mind was like, yes, and then
Pickup line ever.
And my friends literally were just like,
Who's this creep?
but mostly just like, yeah, that sounds great. Like you should go do that. And I was kind of like, oh my gosh. And so nothing happened.
So nothing happened. Clearly,
Nothing happened. And then flash forward another time, the second aggressive Raffinee Micaela moment, which I love. I did it
We
too.
were
one
like
time, too.
singing karaoke. We were having like the best time.
Yeah, we were
ever.
at a local college bar, and
Singing karaoke, dancing, laughing.
so fun. Again, with all of our friends, it was just like totally a blast. And Raffinee, I'm not gonna give details of that one.
But I tried again.
Aggressive hitting on.
It was a no-go. I was a lot.
She's actually not that aggressive. It was all fun. Raffinee in undergrad was the one hitting on me. Flash forward, we go to a mutual friend's wedding. This is like after college.
This was like 2 or 3 years after college.
And then it was my
was
turn
like-
to hit on Raffinee.
And I was taken at that point. And you were not.
She was like, absolutely not. And I was like, but you're so cute. And I mean, it was just because we were having so much fun. And I realized like, oh my gosh, she's amazing. I mean, I felt we should have been at that wedding
Together.
as a couple because I just like, it just felt so natural. We were just like, we totally reconnected from almost like 0 to 60.
But then the wedding ended and nothing happened. So then I was in nursing school. I had just graduated. Micaela was in her last year of medical school. I was in Denver. She was in Albuquerque. And she was applying for residency.
Right.
She came through to Denver and was like, hey, like, I'm going to interview here. Maybe I could stay at your place for like the night so I don't have to like spend the money on a hotel.
I was not really going there. Nothing like that. It was mostly just like, this is very expensive.
Yeah.
We're friends.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was like a
can
friend
I-
thing for sure.
It was a total friend thing, but at the same time, I mean, I say that, but really, I was like I was really excited to see her and reconnect, and there was 0 expectation, but it was exciting.
And I was low-key stoked.
I know, she played it
But
off
I
so
played
cool.
it off.
She was like, oh my gosh, she played it off so cool. Literally like 3 days before my arrival, I thought that I was like looking forward to this interview so I could see Raffinee.
And she texted me like, hey,
just to make sure.
And I was like, oh shoot, you're coming? You're coming into town? Oh wow, I totally forgot.
I was like,
didn't.
I know, I was like,
It's plain and cool.
I worked because I was like, oh, okay, we're there. She's not feeling what I'm feeling. So I go and ended up having
We had the best time.
like
It was
a
so
really,
fun. We like
really good time.
timing was right. I felt like we just like connected and like it was finally like
Again, nothing happened.
yeah, nothing happened.
0 boundaries were crossed. Like nothing
But
was
we were all
discussed
like,
about our feelings.
hey.
We were not touching at all. Just to be clear, no, we were not.
Oh, you're right.
We were not
like,
touching
we
at
were
all.
like this.
Yeah, we were awkward. I don't
like we were really awkward.
I know.
I think in my mind I felt like we were like
We were not touching at all. It was like, hey, how's it? I mean, because we were both, I think, a little nervous because finally, we're at this point of our lives where both of us are emotionally available for each other. We didn't have any idea what to do with that.
yeah. It was super awkward.
Very awkward. I mean, it was so fun, but it was definitely
so
like, we
fun.
knew, I was like, I don't want to be the one to like
Tension,
be
and we
too.
were just like, whoa. But it was just really fun because you're both like connected in the fact that we're both entering careers in medicine.
And it's like one of those things where you just, by knowing someone for so long,
Yeah, there's like a history, so you can like
yeah, you just kind of like, and you have like
You
some
know,
mutual
honestly,
friends.
people,
It was, so we just like, the reconnection was immediate. We didn't even talk about our feelings at all. I mean, not even.
until she left. And
Yeah,
he
until she left. Then she left, and then I left.
Well, okay, hold on, let's back up. So you were actually supposed to leave, and she decided to cancel her flight, and so she stayed an extra day.
Yeah.
And when that happened, I was like,
Yeah, I did do that.
I think she's
I was like,
nice.
Yeah, because I was like, let's hang out a little longer. I don't want to go. And she was just like so great, so easygoing, so fun and hilarious.
We went on hikes, and we went. Did we
Yeah.
go snowshoeing then, or no?
We didn't go snowshoeing then.
But we did go country line dancing.
We did.
Neither of us can line dance, by the way, but it was still fun.
It was really fun. Yeah, so I feel like Raffinee was like, it's just very spontaneous and always, it was very exciting to just be like, hey, like, she was in a new town, she was showing me around, and it was a blast, we had a blast. Flash forward several months, not even, like a month and a half, and I'm with my family, and it's New Year's. Raffinee is going to be driving basically through Albuquerque, and I was like, oh my gosh, just come have New Year's with me here in Albuquerque. New Year's Raffinee was like, sure. I was like, okay, it's happening.
So then I was going to Albuquerque to spend New Year's with a girl that I had a major crush on for like 5 years.
And to like stay at my parents' house with my family.
Hi, I'm Raffinee. Nice to meet you. I'm in love with your
with-
daughter. You've never met me.
Yeah. So she comes and, hey, I'm Raffinee. And I told my parents, I was like, oh yeah, a friend from college, she's coming through
First,
town.
like, I was super nervous because it's like, this was our first time like hanging out. First time hanging out and knowing that we
We're
both
both interested.
liked each other.
Yes, because even though we were texting, there was no boundaries crossed. It was like clearly there was an interest.
And I was staying at her house
with
her
my
family.
parents. Like it was like
Parents.
over the holidays
And I was just like
at my family's
a
house.
little nervous.
And we had a blast. Like we went out for New Year's with my sisters, and that was actually when we had our first kiss.
Yeah, on New Year's.
It was a very memorable kiss.
It's very memorable.
It's a very memorable moment and kiss.
Yeah.
I would say.
Well, yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
You can't remember it.
No, I feel like I don't want to like sound like a creep, but I. Feel
Okay, yeah,
like,
let's not talk about it in detail.
well,
It was a wonderful kiss. But again, we're keeping it PG.
Well,
but
no,
just kiss.
I feel like it's like I had wanted you and like feelings for you for so long, and then to like finally be able to like kiss like the girl like of your dreams for the first time.
That sounds super cheesy.
Well,
but
but it's true. It was just like, yeah, it was a good kiss.
yeah, there was a lot of years kind of leading up
Yeah,
to
a
that
lot of emotion built up behind
moment.
that first kiss.
It was really wonderful.
And then after that, I feel like the rest was kind of history.
Yeah, after that it was like,
Game on.
we're moving back to California, and yeah, the rest is history.
The rest is history. So that's it. So that's how we met, and that's how you pronounce my name. Make sure to subscribe. I'm not sure how often we're going to be doing these videos, but we will get them up as often as we can. And thanks for watching.